not muted like it was last time. Alright, are we there? Uh-oh. Okie dokie. This is taking a moment to propagate onto my tablet, but we're going to hopefully get in a little bit of a primer here. This is just flipping out here on this tablet. This is being very annoying, but we're going to do a little Call of Duty Zombies primer. I'm not going to go into all of the rest of the skills and options and all of the rest of that. Instead, what I really want to do is walk you through what to do when you're actually in it and on it and playing, so that you know where to go and you know what to do when you're actually on the map and running around. Alright, so now that my stream is up, let's go. Now I'm going to try and keep an eye on the chat here a little bit. So, I'm going to play this on skills, blah, 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 whatever, but I will also show you that you don't necessarily need to start with any super race gun to be effective. And as a matter of fact, some of the guns that you take off the wall that you start with when you play are pretty solid. So, let's just say that was the case. So, I'm going to take one of these. I'm going to take this gun, just like you might start. If you're starting this out on your own, we'll just take a flat XM4. So, we'll just take that. Now, I am going to take this ether shroud so that I can get away from stuff if I need to. But let's just say that's all you had when you started, and that was it. So, we're going to go ahead now and play this. I'm going to play this privately, solo. I'm not going to do the Christmas version. I'm going to do the regular, out-of-the-box version of the game. So, the big thing is, obviously, killing zombies. As the rounds go on, there's more and more of them. They're nasty. Bosses come out. You eventually need to upgrade the damage of your weapons, not only through the Pack-a-Punch machine, but also through a weapon's tier for its damage. Now, what that means and how that works, let's see, is any of these, here you go, we could take, let's just say I took, just to prove it, let's just say I took, actually don't take that one. We'll just take this with this rifle here. So, at the beginning, you want to just gather points. And the idea is that you eventually want to upgrade your weapon and its damage. So let's go over a few things in the UI super quick. So I'm just going to kill these dudes and leave it so there's just one of them left. You know, starting out, not too difficult. As a matter of fact, you can probably just bash the zombies with the butt of your rifle and have that be that. So here's a decoy that's good. We can use that to train crowds of zombies away from us. As you can see, we can kill these guys pretty easy at the start. So you've got various entry points. You can open these different doors, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to take you through my preferred path. You can take this path if you want, but I'm going to show you the one that I like to take. So, that being said, we're going to wipe this dude out. Now, take note of this area back here. This opens up once you turn the power on and creates a loop for you to be outside and run around out here.
That's correct, Dr. Gray.
That blue streak in the distance that I'm aiming at right now, that's where the mystery weapon box is. So if you do need to just get a different or better gun, you can just go grab that from the mystery box. This stuff, this green stuff, what that's used for is not only here on this crafting table, where you can build decoys and all this stuff, but also to upgrade your weapons, damage, and your armor. I'll show you where that is as well. So let's clean up some of these dudes.
My accuracy is unmatched. Undead is dead.
Insta-kill means one shot, one kill for zombies. Alright, let's open this door. Now, what you'll see in here, see how this shotgun is outlined in green and says that that has tier 2 damage? That means that already comes with the purchase for one of the tiers of damage, which is just better. Now you can see at the bottom of my screen, see how the XM4 is in red? That means that that's out of the box. So that's tier 1, base tier, there's no other extra additive, nothing to it. So the next thing that we want to do now that we're inside, now we could go up to the roof and we could go do all that sort of stuff. I'm going to blow open this piece of the wall. So I only need a few points to do that. And here we go. The explosions for these won't hurt you, so you can snuggle right up to it if you need to. Now that we're outside, you can see the mystery box. Now, if you pay the $9.50 and you get the weapon out of the mystery box and you decide that you don't want it, hit it with your melee strike so that somebody else can potentially grab it. But the next place we're going to open is going to be this passageway. So again, let's just pop some of these dudes.
Silence, pig.
What you don't want to do in this mode is stand and plant yourself for too long and be shooting for too long, because they will come up and get you from behind. So always try to keep moving around at least a little bit. Speed is definitely your friend. Alright, so we've got a couple more of them. I need a little bit more to open this other door. How much do I need? And it'll tell you. So that's $12.50, so now we have enough. This is where this gets a little crazy. So now that you're down here in the dark, this facility will open.
Sort of archaic sensor-based door system. Perhaps those
Now,
were very
down all the
popular
way
in
here at the
secret
back
Nazi
is
bases.
kind of a dead end. There isn't really anything here.
This is Omega
to
Group
start this trial.
They came here and reactivated a long-dead Nazi experiment.
I'm not going to talk about that. That's out of the scope of what we're doing here. But I do need to get some points.
Sure.
So let's just kill for a little bit. Can repair these barriers. Get points for that.
We should really get
But
the power
again,
on
try
before
not
we
to
make
keep
any
your back
assumptions.
turned too long, because obviously guys will come up behind you. See?
Slaughtered at least.
Alright, starting to get nastier, but now we're going to go through this door. And then we need to open that one there on that side of the wall. And so again, as you run around in here, you will see some various weapons for sale. Those are often good to pick up because they have a starting damage level that's already tiers up. So especially if you can find one that's blue. And sometimes that's what's nice about the mystery box, is you can get things out of the mystery box that are already like orange and purple. So, some more kills. This is all fine. If you get Carpenter, Carpenter will repair and rebuild the wooden barricades outside, like on the walls where they come in. So it can be a lifesaver. It's not as useful as some of the other green pickups. Alright. We now have enough to open this. So we'll open this door. But now that we're out in the main room, here's the main reactor. So you can see we need to turn the power on. Once we turn the power on, these two control panels are going to light up. And we'll need to push those two buttons to start the dimensional rift. So, let's kill a little bit and try to survive.
Better than you deserve.
This can't get nasty, but it should be okay. Just gotta keep moving and running and dodging. Don't forget that you can run on top of that particular area. That will save you. I hate when you shoot them and they stagger off to the side like that. Okay, we need 2,000 to open the door up above, so we're almost there. You can see on the lower right-hand corner of my screen that I have gotten the, I have powered up my ether power. So see that little indicator? That now means that I have the ability to basically phase out of existence and get away from the zombies. So we have enough to open the door. Let's open that. Activate power. So now all of the facilities are available to us. We need to hit two buttons. This one. And this one. And once we do, the dimensional rift will open up here down at the bottom of the steps.
That is kill.
Here it comes. My controller's all shaking.
What exactly am I looking at?
Alright, let's phase through.
I don't know. Similar to breaches we've identified in other outbreak zones, but it's more
Now,
vibrant.
once you phase through, we need to go back outside. So we can't be down here because the thing we need to get, you can only get by going outside. So, we gotta run back up this back staircase. Now see where that thing says ether tunnel? There's two of them. There's one there, and there's one by this other back area on the other side. By this pond. So one spot that it often is see that tank that's floating there? I'll mark it. See that? Sometimes it's over there. In this case, for this one, it's out over here. So that's fine. So we're going to run over here. We're going to activate this tunnel, and you'll see that it'll suck me down under the ground. Now once I'm down underground, here will be a machine part that you have to collect. There it is. Once we've grabbed that, we now need to go back outside, see where it says machine. So, once we build this, the Pack-a-Punch machine will be available. And you can even see it, it's sort of this little outline thing that will warp us back to front-side reality. Now, I need to get some kills, because it takes you 5,000 points to be able to create a Pack-a-Punch weapon. So, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run around, kill a little bit.
This is incredible.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the shotgun off the wall out over here.
The one currently spilling into
To do that, I need, I think, 1,200 points. So we'll do that first.
Your pain is fleeting.
So, just juke around some of these dudes, grab this shotgun off the wall.
This shotgun will blast
Great.
all your faces.
Nuke bomb will kill everything on the map for us. That's great. So, now that we have this, notice how down on the bottom part of the screen where it says Hauer 77, notice how that's now in green. That means that that is a tier up in terms of the damage output of this weapon. So it's all like you know, just multipliers. So now we're going to have a dog round. Every time the screen turns green, the guy does the fetch me their souls. That means the killer dogs are coming out. Now I've got enough salvage I could buy some decoys and stuff like that. When the dogs explode, they do release a toxic fart cloud that will damage you, so make sure you get out of that. But what you can see is that at the moment, the shotgun that I have holds 5 shells in the chamber and has a 75 shell ammo pool. Once this gets pack-a-punched, so pack-a-punch is basically upgrading your guns to special crazy versions of their normal counterparts. It gives you increased damage, increased magazine size,
there's a large
handling
radiation signature
characteristics,
headed your way.
all sorts
Kind
of
of
crazy
humanoid.
shit. So this dude now is going to be tough because I haven't pack-a-punched this yet. So that big dude with the radiation, that guy's bad news. So we're going to have to run around, try to survive a little bit.
You got what you
And
deserve.
remember, the thing with the zombies mode is because they don't shoot at you, you don't always have to kill them in terms of your first pass. You just need to stay alive and survive. So in an area like this, you can kind of ring around the roses. And as long as you're careful, you can kind of just move around and dodge them. And they'll all sort of follow you in a nice little train. And that's where having things like bombs and explosives is very useful. Because you can throw a bomb like that and then destroy them in a huge group. Very handy.
One after the next.
So, that did a lot of damage. That was good. We're about 1,000 points away from the pack-a-punch. So we'll get there in a moment. And those radiation guys do hurt you very bad, so you want to stay away from them when possible. And that little ball of glop that they shoot out also will damage you. So now that we've cleared out some of those enemies and we have 5,200 points, we're going to go down to the pack-a-punch machine. Once you've pack-a-punched a weapon, you want to hold on to it. Might seem like you could get something better. But you can see that's now the Orion 777. Now it has 12 shells in the chamber, and it will reload 2 of them at a time. So if I fire 2 of these, boom, you'll see that reloads 2 at a time. I also might have enough. Nope, not quite. So now we need to juke and jive and run around, stay alive. So we need to fight this big radioactive guy. And so what we're going to do is we're going to clear out some of these regular zombies first, and then have a crack at them. Nice, we got double points. You can see though that the damage output of this is just way greater than it was earlier. So we can further enhance that through the other upgrades and also through the there's ammo mods. The ammo mods are nice because they add extra damage to the gun as well as some secondary effects. Oh nice, it was a great time to get the nuke, that was nice. So again, we got Mr. Radiation Friend running around, shooting at us. It's popped him a couple times. You can see that hurts him pretty bad. He's now going to transform.
So the creature is still
So
alive.
over here, if we go to the
It's
side, we now
well,
have these ammo
there's 2 of them now.
mods. These can be pretty useful.
Also, you made it even more pissed off.
They all have their different uses, different strengths. I just picked fire. There's a lot of different little options to use there. Oh, don't quite have enough for that one yet, so time to run and run around, but these little soda machines will give you added upgrades. That one lets you reload faster. So you'll see this go off occasionally. There's the fire effect. So I almost got chomped on right there, so I did have to use my little escape ability to get away. Now I gotta be careful. Oh, that guy got me. See? Staying still and getting yourself trapped. Getting yourself trapped in an area like this is basically a death sentence. And in this case, it isn't even the regular zombies there that got me. It was the blast from the boss guy. Okay, now it's a one-on-one, two-on-one. Let's just show this guy what time it is. Now, see this crawler? If you get a crawler, sometimes you want to leave him. Because what that means is that I can now run around a little bit. Come on, pick that up. And actually, this is a perfect time for this, because while this dude is over here creepy crawling around, I will show you. Alright, once you get the key card from killing the radioactive dude, you then need to head over this way and go into this back room. This is why I opened this door from the other side. You come in here, and here it is. So you put this key card in. This little remote control comes out.
Decompressive isotopic estrangement machine.
Once you get the remote control, we'll then show you where that area is at, where you use it. Don't forget, you can jump over those railings like that. That makes that way more useful in terms of escaping. So, back over and in here, this room, this little room with this blue light. So you'll see, turn on the DIE remotely. That will start the soul vacuum in front of this door. So that soul vacuum in front of the door, you have to get, I think, 30 zombies disintegrated into it to power up the wonder weapon.
Exfil window is short, so take it
Once
now
you've
if you're ready.
powered up that wonder weapon, you then have just a real blockbuster piece of equipment to use. I wish I had enough for another self-revive, but I don't. So let's just hold off on that one for a moment. We'll see if we can't get away with just being careful. Now I'm going to let a little bit of a group kind of gather around me first so that we can do this all in one shot. Now what's nice about this powered up shotgun, for example, is if you don't aim and you just wait till you're right in front of the zombies, you can pretty much just blow them into meat parts and not even stop, which is what makes the shotguns both A, very effective, and B, very popular. Burst that dude into pieces. You can see that the heavy amount of damage that thing does is just really, really nice. So, now it looks like we have a nice big train of zombies following us around. They're very hungry. Okay. So now we're going to come back in here. You can be a little careful. We're going to try and use the decoy here on the floor. Turn on the soul sucker, and you can see that thing's just going to start disintegrating them. Do watch your back. These guys will come from behind.
Weapon storage at max.
Alright. Well, we did it, but we fell down. So what happens is, once we've done the 30, and you'll hear it say that it's reached maximum charge, the little hole in the wall, you can go back to that little hole in the wall, activate the hole in the wall, and then it'll burst out the door, and then what you get is you get the super weapon. You get the wonder weapon. The wonder weapon does a whole hell of a lot of damage. The primary mode shoots an energy ball. The secondary mode does the drawing in of the zombies to replenish its ammo. So that's a little bit of a preliminary walkthrough / primer. Let's do it again. I'm going to do it again with a little less explanation and a little more just run and gun, here we go sort of action. So I'm just going to reset some of these because I forget where they were. So let's just get rid of them. What do you want to take? I'm going to take my trusty Mac 10 for shits and giggles. Let's see. Did I unlock anything? I did. Really like this one. That'll be great. All right. I'm also going to switch out of this healing aura and go back to my ether shroud. Okay. So let's do that again. We'll run it through. I'll call it out as I'm playing through it. That way then you can sort of see what I'm doing. And hopefully this will help you out. Cool? Cool. I would say that, you know, I really like the submachine guns, mostly because of the speed that you can run around. You're pretty fast with the shotguns as well. The light machine guns do a hell of a lot of damage, and you can certainly cut through groups of the enemies with them, but you're slower. And I find that in this mode, being slower is kind of just a great way to get yourself killed.
Let's get moving, people. Recon the site, eliminate
So let's try and do this quickly. So,
You are dead meat.
be a little more direct with this time. Let's see if we can't do this super speedy speed mode. Okay, that's round
Nazi
one
bastards.
down.
Of course they're responsible for this mess.
And I think this time what I'm going to do is I'll show you the other path. I'll go through the other side of the building. That way then you'll see both sides, just in case you're confused on where to go. Again, that might help you out just a little bit. Neat texture on this water. Alright. Killing a few more over here. But
Die.
alright, that's at least enough. We'll open this door. We'll blow up this blockade here. So now we have to go out this side. And this is a speed up machine. This is possibly the most important machine on the map. That running speed is very important and will definitely help you out. So in the meantime, we're just going to wait for the zombies to come out, which here they come. Hi guys.
I got you.
Now, do note when you walk over the max ammo pickup, the max ammo pickup also refills your magazine. So don't feel like you have to reload before you grab it. Alright, we got a dude following us around over there. We do need to kill him to be able to open that door. Okay, another Semtex. That's good. Is that a Semtex 2 or a frag? It's a frag. We don't need that. Alrighty. So, heading down now to this particular little area. Dice open that dude. The point expenditure is the same no matter which route you take, at least up until that point. There's a route that's cheaper, more expensive. I just like going the other back route because you can channel some of the zombies, I feel like, a little bit better on that particular route. So that's why I like going that particular direction.
Turn the power on.
Eat dirt. Eat shit.
See Carpenter right there, you know, gives you a little bit of a brief. Sometimes he brief breather as it repairs the wooden barricades. But again, the worst thing is to get yourself trapped in a corner. Getting trapped in some sort of corner where you either don't have a way out or you get stuck against the wall is basically instant death. So you need to constantly be planning your next little escape route. This is all about stick and move, stick and move, stick and move. Try to have a decoy or a flash grenade or something on you somewhere so that if you do start to get mobbed, you have the ability to get the fuck out of there. I really like the decoy. The cymbal monkey seems nice, but it does take a little bit to wind it up. The flash grenade is nice. It does stun the zombies. You can see when they get hit by the flashbang, they just kind of wiggle woggle around a little bit. But I do prefer the decoy. Obviously, if you can get something like this insta-kill, you can really just wrap them up.
Semtex out!
Alrighty, so we're moving right along. We now have enough points to blow this up, and we have enough points to open the main door up outside and get that started. So let's go turn the power on. And again, after we turn the power on, we have to activate the two switches on these terminals, one on one side, one on the other. So there's that one. I'm going to grab the one on the other side. Okay. Now you can see we got a lot of dudes chasing us. Do we have enough to upgrade this? We do. So if you want to upgrade the weapon that you're carrying, that's how you do it. You do it at the arsenal, and you have to spend your green salvage at first to upgrade that. So you can see now that this is listed as a green weapon now. So now I do have the ability to do more damage. When we go through this ether tunnel and we come out the other side, they should all get temporarily knocked down. Use that to your advantage to run if you happen to either be out of ammo or swarmed. So again, we're going to now go back to these ether tunnel. That one that's out over there is the one that we didn't get to last time. But no matter which route you pick, what you'll see is that over here it will have opened this gate that separates the two areas, so that now I can run down. This is normally locked, so now it's open that we've turned the power on, so we can come out over here. We can warp down below. So we can warp down below, and now that we're on down below, here's this machine part, so we'll collect that. And now you can see where it's marked the machine. That's the location of the Pack-a-Punch machine. So let's go ahead and rebuild it. And now we will travel back to the regular Earth, basically. So now it's time to just kill. So now I need to kill because I need to get my 5,000 points.
Thought we lost you there. What happened? Where did they go?
Oh, fuck me. They went
But
to
you
the
can even
portal.
just see, even though it's not as much as, say, the shotgun, this does do a pretty hefty amount of damage, which is nice.
Die.
I want to do is grab one of those bombs that was over there. Oh, actually, this is even better. We got Symbol Monkey is nice because after it's done being wound up, it explodes, and so then it will destroy the other enemies on the map. These will stay spawned for a little while. If you want to keep them around, just keep picking them up and putting them down, and it kind of resets their decay timer. So now we're going to have to fight these dogs. The dogs are a giant pain in the ass, but sometimes fighting the dogs isn't bad to do from one of these corners. So you can watch them either come up one staircase or the next. So I'm going to try and watch. It can be easier said than done. They are fast. Big thing on them is to not panic. Try not to stay in the gas cloud any more than you have to. So in this case, I'm going to run over to this other side. Okay, we made it to round 8. We should be back to regular zombies at this point. I want to see if I can't keep this decoy. There we go. And I'll show you the symbol monkey and sort of why it
Picking up an unidentified
can be a little
hostile
tricky
approaching your
because,
position.
like I say, it has like a wind-up time, so it takes a few moments for it to be activated to the point where it starts drawing the zombies in. So be careful about that because I have gotten burned by that before. Want a nice big group following us first before we do that. Okay, decoy is still here, great. Alright, let's show you how this thing works. Let's go down over here. This is probably a good time to do it. See them all around it? And then it will explode.
Silence.
It does quite a bit of damage, so it is effective. You just have to be aware of that little recharge time. So, we've got 5,000. I have enough to pack a punch. I now have the Royale with lead. So, continue to dodge, continue to move around. Like I say, don't get stuck. You know, if you see that big dude running towards you, run the other way. If he gets right up on you, like, you're gonna lose that fight. So, continue to try and juke and move and stay mobile and run around. You know, the zombies in that regard won't go away. So there's no sense trying to just do kill, kill, kill if they're gonna get you and get you stuck and get you killed. So we're in a pretty good position now. Oh, here comes this dude. Let's roast him a little bit in the face and then move so that we're not in the remaining piece of his fusion charge. Get him again. Okay, that hurt him pretty good. Down. Okay, now he's splitting.
Split that bastard in two. Now finish the job.
Let's see, do we have enough for another upgrade? I have a feeling we do not. No, we're close though. So, you do gotta watch out for these guys. They will hurt you very bad. So when you see them charging up, stick and move, stick and move. It's all about, like I say, trying to just be mobile and stay away from them. Like, I can hear them behind me. And if you have to, hit them, like shoot the zombies so that they get staggered, and then just run around them to the side. So, once again, the idea that you're going to just go always toe-to-toe with them, that's sort of a losing proposition. You know, when those guys start shooting those big poison shots, those radiation shots too, that will just really fuck you up. So Stick and move, stick and move, stick and move. Oh, see, I should have followed my own advice there. So, I have a self-revive. Realistically, if I was really trying to go the distance, I would have just ran outside, but now that we've done that, let's light these guys on fire.
It's fleeting.
That's a pretty good little... Alright, let's get an ammo mod. I'll use a different one this time. We'll do electricity. So... You'll see that now you do have a little lightning bolt, meaning that you are doing additive damage, which is nice. Stick this Semtex on this dude. It is, in my opinion, not a good spot to fight down there. You have too many limited little corners that you'll get trapped and stuck on. It's way better fighting out over here. So there's our key card. That was the thing that we were going for earlier that will unlock the room to the super weapon. So now we got to be careful because we're going to start to get a large crowd. Once you get to around 10 or so, this really heats up. And you can see now I got a nice little choo-choo train of them following me, but the pack-a-punched weapons with the extra damage will do a little bit of a display here, and just the amount of firepower that you can put out once you have that.
Your filthy lives are worthless. You are dead meat.
And that's the importance of doing the rope-a-dope runaround and getting them in a line. Because then, obviously, you can just hold a line like that and just go full auto and just absolutely decimate those guys. So, again, that's just... I mean, that's sort of the main thing. Again, if you're curious to where that remote control is, it is in this back corner this way. So it's over and back in here. Let's see if I have enough to get it. Oh, I didn't get the key card, but it is right here. It's in this particular room, and it's right in that spot. We may have another boss guy chasing us around. So again, when you watch people who are really playing to survive this mode, just running and training these guys around so that you are moving. The spots that will get you killed are coming down, up and down on these staircases, because when you're on that staircase, if there happens to be a zombie there that starts pawing at you, you don't really have any escape option to get away. So you do just want to keep mobile. Even coming around the side of this tank can be risky. You can see that there almost got me killed. I used my escape ability to basically get away. We'll roast this dude for a little bit.
Activating decoy.
We will C4 those guys into the next life. You can see there that was very effective. Grab all this stuff. There's some armor there. That's good.
I'll notify you when Raptor 1's back in range.
Well, that's the end of me. So, once again, that's your initial walkthrough in how to start the Pack-a-Punch machine, a little bit of the layout of how some of the map works. I hope you found that useful. I may do a more extensive one some other time, but that should at least get you started. So, cheers, see you later, happy gaming, happy zombie slaying, talk to you again soon.